Hi, everybody. It's Saturday the 7th, and I was just going over some of the news stories of today that I was seeing. And I found this interesting one. It was on ABC News, and it was about a guy named Zweffelhofer. Got sentenced to, I guess, 120 years, which is a good thing when you find out what this guy did. And I know there was a bunch of religious cults that victimize children, I guess you could say. I'll just keep it light for the sake of this video. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail of what this guy's accused of doing because it's disgusting. And then it's called the 2x2 Church. And it's a big ring of these people that use your religion to come into your home and victimize your children. And they did it for years. And there's all kinds of victims in 30 states. How sad. Like, I knew some of the rings that, from in Michigan from the militia and stuff like that. But there's always all these different churches. That's why the Catholic Church just had to pay a big settlement. But anyway, this one is an interview with Eugene Cowell, special agent in charge of the FBI's Omaha field office, is leading the worldwide investigation into the organization known by outsiders as the 2x2 Church. So that sounds like one that would be a good one to go in a deep dive into and find this whole network of people that were running this ring. It's ridiculous. Like, you definitely get to see the worst of humanity. And then people wonder why you don't want to go to church anymore. It's because of people like this. Really. They use it to victimize you. This guy was convicted of 10 counts of processing material. So I guess that must have been like video or pictures or something. I don't know. I don't want to know. Anyway, 87 files. It's just disgusting. Of course, it's in Maricopa County. There's a big cluster of that there too. And then they're all gonna talk up Maricopa County. Yeah, these are the kind of people that are hanging out there. But anyway, I guess that leads me to my second story. I guess it's good that he's in prison and maybe they can unravel some of this and they won't get victimized anymore by people pretending to be in the church. Because what, you don't call people out on their lies, or you just, you think everybody that wears a cross around their neck is a good person. That's why I was saying before about people wearing crosses and telling lies. Or wearing crosses on your lapel and being a great big old liar. It's ridiculous. That's why I just never got it. I just can't get into religion because of that. Because there's so many hypocrites. It's heartbreaking because I really wanted it to be real. It's kind of like when they tell you Santa Claus isn't real. It's really disappointing. And, maybe I don't want to celebrate Christmas this year, but I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer. Oops, I just knocked my thing. Anyway, yeah, I'll keep on track with my news stories. Because it was really bothering me today, because after hearing that story and thinking about all these other things that relate to it as far as that whole world. Then I get to hear how Matt Gaetz' report's not getting released. And how do I feel about that? I'm not happy about that. Because it's just another instance of me. You mean to tell me that these people on these ethics committees can cover up crimes? What, they're not supposed to send a referral letter for a criminal referral? Because I thought that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to send a letter because you have criminal evidence, evidence of a crime. You know, they just don't, apparently they don't do anything about it. I don't know. Like, they're just gonna keep it under wraps. This is probably the third or fourth time because they made deals with Joel Greenberg. I'm starting to get mad again. I'll just breathe. Yeah, I started making deals with Joel Greenberg to get testimony against him. And then Gaetz was married to Ginger Lucky, that her real name. You gotta be kidding me. You can't even make this stuff up. So she couldn't testify against him, but they're divorced now. Or maybe she's not. I don't know. I don't even care. Anyway, she probably wouldn't tell on him anyway. So I guess he just gets to get away with it, and they cover it up, and everybody on that ethics committee that voted not to release that report is a hypocrite and a liar, and you're covering up crimes, and you disgust me. That's what I think. I'm so sick of people that get away with this crap and then tell me that they care. Obviously, you don't care. Otherwise, you wouldn't be covering that stuff up. You would be telling on him and you'd be saying, no, this guy is no good. He doesn't need to be around us. But no, you want to keep yourself surrounded with people like that. So let me know how that works out for you, having people like him around. So obviously, he's not going to be in any kind of a major role. They're just going to put him on the back burner and simmer until everybody forgets about what they did. Like Kelly Loeffler and, what was that other guy's name? They both got arrested and stuff for insider trading. Paul Dean, I think his name is. Paul Dean and Kelly Loeffler. They should have been in jail for insider trading and all that, but apparently they bought their way out of trouble and they're getting new jobs now too. So apparently he's just hiring all the criminals, you know, because criminals are going to hire other criminals so they can commit more crimes together. But I guess no one gets that. So I guess you do the crime, you do the time. That's all I got to say. You keep getting caught if you're stupid enough to get caught committing crimes. You know, he keeps complaining about a witch hunt. So who's witch hunting you now? You know, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I'll stay back on track. So I was talking about Gates and how they're not releasing this report. Yeah, this is how it all gets covered up. And then it goes on for years and years. So hopefully he's not going to have any kind of a job. I wouldn't be able to pass a background check on him anyway. Definitely not. If I was looking at him as an employee, there's no way. No, you're getting anything. No security clearance. I wouldn't even bond him. Like, no. And here's... The guy's a joke. Really, you gotta be kidding me. The fact that he was even a congressman makes me lose all respect for congressmen. Because what a sleazebag. Anyway, so Yeah. Kelly Loeffler. And the insider trading. That's what I was talking about before, a couple videos before, about all the insider trading, how they're making money off these stocks. Her husband literally owns Wall Street. Literally. So she's only worth like $1 billion or so dollars. She doesn't have to work. They just want to do it for the fun of it, to rip us off, because they don't have enough money. They just need more money, apparently. She doesn't have enough money to stay home. She has to go work. So all you guys want to complain about your women working, there you go. She doesn't even have to work. And she's working because what? She's bored? I don't know. Some people just have ridiculous egos the size of Texas. And yeah. So speaking of people with sizes of egos the size of Texas, that would be Elon. Because everybody wants to call him the richest man in the world. I wish they would stop saying that every time they say it's his name. It's getting ridiculous. It's just branding. I'm tired of hearing it, because without these contracts and all these investigations he's got going on, he's screwed and he knows it. And this Doge committee, yeah, they're going to come in. Like I was saying in the last video, when they come in and they slash all your Social Security and your Medicare and all your benefits and stuff, because they don't think you work for it and stuff. They don't want to pay for your benefits. They don't want to pay for your taxes. So, we won't have an IRS anymore, and then you can all pay sales tax. And then yeah, this isn't going to go over too well. So people are going to riot, which leads me to my next point about controlling the riots when they start doing stupid shit. And this is my thinking on the subject. Because I was watching Fox News again today too, which they made me really mad. I really start yelling at the TV. Because they just aggravate the crap out of me. And he's talking about the border crisis and how, they're making up these stories about migrants and stuff. So here we go with the lies and stuff. Which is why Pete Hegseth was at Fox News in the first place, because he was attacking head for points on the Iraq war. He's excusing those lies and all that crap. So I don't give him any clout. I'll just get back to that subject in another minute. Anyway, it's talking about the border crisis and how they need the military to handle our invasion. Yeah, right. Some kind of made up garbage invasion that isn't even happening, that isn't even real. I mean, we have chain of command, we have border patrol, we have Homeland Security, we have local police, we have all of that stuff in place. Why Fox News keeps pushing for the military at the border is beyond me. That's ridiculous. That's what they do in all these other countries for militarized police, so they can turn it against the citizens. And I don't appreciate them keep saying that on Fox News like it's a thing. Because to me, if you're serious about the border, the first thing you would be doing is fixing all the cameras. You can't even give money into it to fix all the cameras and have surveillance and you could have all kinds of LiDAR locators and all kinds of stuff. More border patrol. There's all kinds of ideas you could have. And you can't even finish a wall. So that's your border security, a wall that's not even finished. 30% of the cameras don't even work. There's thousands of people they can't account for, that they move around and shuffle around all the time. There's 3,000 kids a year missing from the border. Every year. For 20 years. You do the math on that. So, you know, those are somebody's kids too. Whether you like them or not, those are still somebody's kids. So if you don't have a heart, that's on you. Anyway, you know, our system is we should have a closed border. People are legally allowed to come to the border and seek asylum. You have to have paperwork. You have to be able to identify yourself. If you have family here or somebody you can come live with, you know, that's always a plus. There's so many, they can't even streamline immigration. We have a northern border too that people come across. Well, I live in Michigan, so we get Canadians coming into Michigan to work all the time. It's not a big deal. Like, I don't see what the big deal is. Except for you got people like Elon coming over and working here for 10 years and having a company, and the people, he wasn't even legally allowed to own a company, and they were worried about him getting deported, and he had to go to court over this stuff. So I know there's court records. So you can't say that's a lie, because that's not a lie. That's truth. So I don't understand why Fox News keeps pushing the fact about the border crisis and that we need the military on American soil to be deployed against American citizens to do roundups. Because we don't do that here. We have a constitution. We all have rights under our constitution. Apparently, everybody that loves this constitution never even reads it. We have all kinds of laws under our Constitution that we're supposed to follow, laws. But everybody wants to skirt the laws, and everybody wants to be criminals. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. People just want to stir up trouble for their own gratification just to watch people suffer. And it's sickening. Like I'm talking about this case about this 2x2 church, and then I hear that Jesse Waters doing a story about real men don't take bubble baths, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, Stephen Miller on there, the FBI doesn't do their job. They need to come into the office and work 80 hours, no vacation, no time off for sick days, no benefits. That's what I'm saying. These people want to order you around like you're their personal servants. And Jesse doesn't do crap all day long. When you see Jesse on TV, that's when Jesse's working. Jesse sits in his nice clean suit all day long, and he doesn't even drive himself back and forth to work. So Jesse can stick it where the sun don't shine, because I don't care what Jesse Waters thinks. And that evil little bitch Stephen Miller, I mean, come on. Like, you're going to sit there and say, you need to get to work and you need to do your job. Oh, like you're the little boss in charge? You're an evil little vampire. I can't even take you seriously. What are you talking about? Nobody, who's not working? So who is that a picture of? Is that even a real picture of anything? Somebody in a bathtub. So you're going to criticize someone in a bathtub for relaxing and taking a bath, when you're stressing everybody out and running your mouth about ridiculous stuff, about starting fights that you're not going to finish, that everybody else is going to have to clean up your mess because you want to get on Fox News and trash talk. Because I'm sick of hearing all that crap too. You mean to tell me that Stephen Miller gets paid to be on there to say that ridiculous crap? And so does Jesse. About guys, not real men, not taking bubble baths. Like there is a more, what about this 2x2 church? You're so concerned about that stuff, right? Nobody cares about that. Did that story, did that run on Fox News? Because ABC's the only one that I saw with that story. Really. And you wonder why these people get protected. So That leads more people being protected. That leads me into Pete Hegseth, his situation. So you get to look at him screaming at the camera, I don't have to answer to you or anybody else or blah, 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 blah. Okay, just Donald, huh? So you've taken an oath to the Constitution before. Apparently, your oath doesn't mean shit to you. Your vows don't mean shit to you. Nothing means shit to you except for your own little gratification about your little plans in your books. Because people have read your books and know about your plans. So you can sell that shit to somebody else that's going to buy your shit. Because I'm not buying it. Like, you couldn't expect me to work with someone like that. That's the whole problem that was back in 2017. I'm not working with people like that. I refuse. I'm not. Because I know where this crap's going. We're going to argue. We're going to argue bad. He's going to sit there and tell me I don't have to answer to you. I only have to answer to Donald. And no, we all abide by the Constitution. And you do not execute illegal orders. Full stop. If you can't handle that, you can't handle the job. Stay home. You can go get as drunk as you want every day. You can drink as much as you want. Party with your wife. Hang out with your kids. Go live your life. I don't know what job you're going to get because you can't pass a background check. Because you definitely can't pass a background check for none of that stuff. You're not getting security clearance. It's not happening. Not any of that. Like, I could go over 10 different things that would totally disqualify this guy. There's no way. Just like Tulsi's not going to pass her background check. Like, you mean to tell me that Trump's just now signing an ethics report and these people aren't going to divest? And he didn't really divest from anything the last time. So people are just running wild with it, and you're going to let them run wild all over us, just like the Hawk was saying. Oh, we're going to let all these guys run wild all over you and laughing at you, and you don't even listen. And now we got to put up with the rest of this crap because the rest of you can't get your head out of the sand and realize what Fox News is doing. So why does Fox News keep pushing about this crap about the border, and it's only the southern border, and it's only these brown people that you don't like? Okay, well, fine. Then do something about border immigration. Do something about border patrol. Hire more border patrol agents. Train them. Put money into training officers. Do you do any of that? No, y'all want to be cowboys. Oh, we'll let the militia do it. Oh, no, they're not well regulated. Read your Constitution. You have to be well regulated and registered. You're not any of that, are you? You just got a club online and think you're a well-regulated militia. You're not. That's not even what the Constitution says. So I'm sick and tired of these weekend warriors thinking that they know something too. Because that's like... So if Trump starts pardoning all these insurrectionists from January 6th, he's given aid and comfort to insurrectionists. That's why I keep saying they need to just RICO the whole lot of these people. Because it's a criminal organization. They're still protecting Gates. So it's a criminal organization with the protection racket for what the kind of stuff Gates is doing. And then you got Kelly Loeffler and that other dude. Oh, man, I wish I could remember his name right now. I can't. It's just not coming to me. I thought it was Paul Dean. I'm not 100% sure if that's his name. But I know Kelly Loeffler for sure. They were both from Georgia, and they both got caught from insider trading and all that stuff. And how she's not in jail, and you just hire her for another job. Like, I wouldn't hire for her for anything. Definitely not to be a manager, not after she just... You traded on insider information. during a pandemic. You sold us out during the pandemic when we needed you. And then people wonder why they're so mad at government and all the ridiculous things that these people are doing. Because of people like Kelly Loeffler, she bought her way out of trouble. So she gets to do it again. Because they're all just making money off of us. And it's absolutely ridiculous. That they, like, we can't have law enforcement that will stand up to these people. Because apparently, you know, nobody can stand up to their superiors, and everybody's afraid of Donald, and Donald's such a bully, and it's so toxic around him. Everybody's afraid to tell him no. So how are you not going to follow illegal orders? I have to depend on you not to follow illegal orders. That's the kind of position you want to put us all in. Is, oh, we can't have nice things because they want to rob us blind. And then they want to blame it on all these people coming in at the border. And then they want to release our own military on us that we pay for to run us. Okay, so we have all these local police. We have federal agencies. Then we have the National Guard on top of that. So what do we need the military on military soil deploying orders like that? To control the riots. When people get mad because you're not doing what you said you were going to do and you're screwing us over. Because that was the problem the first time. Everybody freaked out because the airports shut down. Because they were having protests at the airport. Apparently everybody forgot that. I didn't forget it. Sometimes I forget people's names, but I do remember a lot of other stuff. So it kind of counterbalances everything. It'll pop into my head in the middle of the night what that guy's name is. I might have been right about it anyway. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway. I just can't believe all the crap on the news today. These people are so laughable and think we're just going to sit back and take all this crap. And I also watch Justice Matters with Glenn Kirshner. And I also watch Talking Feds with Harry Litman. Even though he's kind of pessimistic, I get a little mad sometimes. But I'm like, you can't be so wishy-washy. You gotta, like, stand up for stuff sometimes. I don't know, like, just saying, oh, well, they're just gonna do this and they're just gonna, it's not, oh, well, no. I think something can be done about it. I'm not gonna accept the fact that he can just do whatever he wants and that's it. I don't accept that at all. Like, we have a constitution. Unless they're just gonna get rid of it. You know, you can't take an oath to the Constitution and remember what your oath was. Yeah, put that guy in charge. I don't think so. Oh, hell no. Hell no. See, what other picks were there? I don't know. There's somebody else I wanted to talk about. I guess maybe I should be organized and write a list down and have my points ready, but I'm not a professional. I'm not on the news or anything like that. So I'm not trying to be Miss Newscaster star or anything like that. I just had some stuff to say about what I was seeing on the news. And I think it's absolutely ridiculous. You know, the whole thing with the drones and stuff. Like, I signed a letter of marque for the airspace and everything. So I don't see what the big deal is. And maybe it's nobody else's business. So maybe you need to mind your own business. But they want to put it on the news and they want to make a big deal out of it. And it's going to turn into a Barbara Streisand situation and whatever. Anyway. So I'll change the subject back to Elon and trash talk him. Because he thinks he's going to be our new king or something like that. I don't know. So you mean to tell me that he can spend $200-300 million on this election, be right at his side, be our shadow president, not follow any of the ethics rules, not follow any of the stipulations of his contracts or security clearance. He's going to directly coordinate with his PAC, with the campaign, was directly coordinating. Now they're directly coordinating with the transition team. And they're all supposed to be divesting from their companies and signing ethics releases so they can do the ethics investigations to make sure they're not committing crimes. And that's why they don't want to do the background checks. They don't want to sign transition papers. They don't want to sign any of it. They're just going to stall and push people through and think they can do all this temporary stuff. Because they're pushing all this stuff through to skirt all of our laws. And I don't think it's anything to laugh about. And I think it's time we start taking this stuff seriously. Because if you put somebody in a loyalist position and they get to the point where they do know how to take control, I don't think Donald's smart enough to do it. But if you get somebody smart enough in there that is, it's going to be a real big issue. And we'll be glad that they didn't build that wall, because we'll still be able to get out. If you understand what I'm saying. Because I know a lot of my homesteader friends out there know how to grow food, and we'll all be all right. But sometimes I'm not so sure, because they're going to let all these people come in and take us over. It's already happening. And I never thought in my lifetime that it would come to this. But I did plan for it. That's one thing I learned being a Girl Scout, to be prepared. I just remember when I hear him talking about it when I was a kid, it used to scare me so much. And it's always been like this dark cloud hanging over my head my whole life. Knowing that these people were always talking about this and always planning this and their Project 2025 and all that crap. I don't believe in colonialism. They do. So when you think Elon's this great guy, just know that he's truly evil to his core. He's not getting security clearance again. Fuck him. Really. No. He doesn't deserve it. You mean to tell me after doing all this stuff, messing with our election, committing all these crimes, after all these investigations he's under, that he used to just come in and tell everybody that what we're going to do? He's not even from here. He can't run for president. We didn't elect him. But this is what they do in all these other, what they call banana republics. That's why they call them banana republics. It's because that's what they're going to do here. And that's why it breaks my heart so much, because I never thought it happened here. So Pete Hegseth, with all of his little flag ties and, oh, you're so patriotic and stuff, you need to look at what you're actually going to do to all of us. But I think you already knew that, right? So no, you don't have to answer to anybody. You can stay your ass home. That's what I say. And you don't have to answer to anybody. You can drink all you want and yell at your wife that nobody has to answer to you, and then none of us have to put up with your crap. And Donald, like, who even knows what's going on with Donald? Like, he's such a train wreck. So he's gonna get up there and still defend this crap. Right? Act like he's innocent. Right? Or he's just gonna get up there and tell you what he's gonna do and not give a crap anymore. And as long as people are stupid enough to do it for him, then I guess we're just gonna find out, right? You're just gonna mess around and find out. Like, it's not fair to the rest of us at all. That's what my problem was back in 2017, because that's the first thing they went for. So he just takes home all these boxes of documents. So that, yeah, they were robbing us blind back then. And he's taking home all those boxes of documents. And Cash Patel and everybody else just let him do whatever he want. So whoever failed all those audits enabled them to do that stuff. Because all that stuff has to be signed for in and out. Like, you can't just drop off a couple of folders and it's okay. Somebody's supposed to come get them. That's why you can't have loyalists in the White House. That's why you can't have people that can't pass background checks. Working. But, you know, that's what we just did. We hired Donald and he can't pass a background check. He has 34 felonies. So would anybody hire him? That's why I was saying, would McDonald's hire him? Because you can't get a job at McDonald's with one felony, let alone 34 for business fraud. They do a credit check on you if you want to apply to be a manager. You're getting a credit check too, but no, he says for being president, he doesn't even have to show his tax returns. So no credit check for him. Just for us. Of course, you know, whatever. I'm not working at McDonald's, so I guess I shouldn't talk like that. Anyway. Like, the news is absolutely ridiculous. And it does make me mad. And I can't believe how people can believe all of this stupidity. How can you not see through it? I just can't believe that they're going to keep covering up Matt Gaetz' report, knowing that he's guilty in what he did. But what does it matter? What does my opinion matter, right? I'm just a voter, right? Because the electoral college chose for us. That's what happened. They did their Green Bay sweep, like Peter Navarro said. So yeah, all these insurrectionists, as far as I'm concerned, you're all like, it's all espionage. They're not loyal to the country and they're selling us out to all these foreigners. That's okay. So you can work for nothing and no benefits, and Elon can tell you what to do. And sorry, you believed in somebody that you thought was a nice guy, but he's really a villain. And I just can't respect a man like that at all. I don't know how anybody else can. So I definitely would never, ever, ever want to work for with Elon. Not at all. So many times as he's been sued for harassment, and he doesn't care about workers' rights, and he doesn't pay his workers well. He doesn't treat people nice. I don't understand anything that anybody sees in him, because it's all smoke and mirrors. It's all your Hollywood persona. I guess I just got used to seeing past that. I get the curse of seeing who people really are. And I don't like it. Because a lot of people aren't very nice. They just aren't. And you can't even imagine some of the, like that guy from that 2x2 church. How horrible is that? And you mean to tell me there's a whole network of these people? Yeah, I definitely want to look into that one. So maybe if you care, and you got tips and you know anything about it, that's who you contact about that stuff. So while Jesse Waters is saying real men don't take bubble baths and people need to do their jobs and blah, 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 blah. People are doing their jobs, Jesse. How about you do your job? How about you report on that kind of stuff? How about you get off your butt, off your stool, and go out and be an actual reporter? And do research and do fact checks. No, you don't, guys. You don't do that. You have talking points that you're told what to say, and you're all paid extra to say ridiculous stuff. That's why I think Fox News needs to be done. We can there's people that have tracked how many times Donald Trump lies, which is almost constantly, the guy constantly lies. No one ever fact checks anything, and then Fox News just sits there and acts like it's all true because it's your dear leader for your cult. Like, no, we're not doing this. No. Mm-mm. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know if I'm more sad or angry. I want to cry. I want to punch something. I don't even know. I have so many emotions right now. I just want to fucking, But, that's when I gotta keep a clear head when somebody like Pete screamed at you, I don't have to answer to you. Yeah, work with that guy. Yeah, I want to work with that guy. Right, sure I do. Oh, hell no. Why should my life be miserable when I can't work with people like that? So why should anybody have to work with them, really? So, I don't know. I guess I can keep bitching about these people one by one or come up with some kind of other plan. Because to me, they're probably just going to suspend the Constitution and the SCOTUS is going to put it through, and then we're going to have new laws to work with. Then good luck with that, because if you get loyalists that are going to follow through with this stuff and turn the military on us, then we're all screwed. But you're going to let them do that crap to us. And I don't think I'm being hyperbolic at all. Not at all. That's what happens in all these other countries with these corporations. The people with all the money that buy out your elections. So we don't even get a recount or anything. That's just it. I mean, why bother? He's just going to buy our election again. I don't want to go through another 4 months of commercials. So I say you do the crime, you do the time until we don't have the Constitution to follow laws anymore. Then it's every man for themselves. So I learned how to grow food. I'll be alright. I know what to do. I'm going to have me a nice little farm and I'll be alright. Somewhere. I won't say where yet. Because I just like it. I don't want to stay here for this crap. You say, oh, I'm supposed to fight for my country and all this stuff like that. You just handed it all over to them and didn't give a crap. So when they destroy everything and you need it fixed, how are you going to fix it? Because we are... So I say you let all these rich people keep getting away with everything, and they're going to run us. And that includes me too. So I need somebody yelling at me that they don't have to answer to me or anybody else, just Donald. You know, what about your fellow veterans? What about your Constitution? I guess that doesn't mean anything. So whatever, you know, I'm tired and stuff and I'm not feeling too good. I've been losing my voice all week. I'm sure these videos I sound pretty ratchet. My throat is so sore. Anyway, not gonna yell. I'm not gonna lose my temper. I do know this. Like, I'm not walking on eggshells because they want to cause drama and Donald's stupid enough to try to put these people through. And then, whatever. I just know that I'm not going to be quiet about it. And I'm really angry about it. And that's why I was talking about that letter of Mark before. And enforcing boundaries. And it's just, you know, when you know a bad situation's coming in, you just do what you gotta do anyway. I know that I'm gonna be okay. No matter what. And I'm sick and tired of people thinking they can run my life and treat me like this and think it's okay to treat other people like this and be so cold and callous and ruthless and think any of it's okay. So while you're pushing that border narrative and need the military to take care of it on Fox News, that's ridiculous. The FCC should be doing something about it. But they don't, because they're going to let them do this shit to us. So yeah, I do. I blame all those people. I blame the Electoral College. I blame Fox News. And it's not just Fox News. NBC, MSNBC. Pretty much most of the stations, I do catch them in lies all the time. And that's why people don't believe them anymore. Because of all the lies that you tell. So apparently you don't think it's wrong to lie and it doesn't matter. And it's not going to hurt you because you lie all the time. How do you trust someone that lies all the time? You don't. So you might want to trust them, but I don't trust people that lie to me. And I don't have to put up with crap. And I have to be told that even though I got hurt and I can't go back to work, but you're going to take out my benefits and I can starve and I don't need insurance and I don't need to be taken care of and I don't matter either because I'm just a girl. So I don't matter. All the work that I did didn't matter, right? Because all these guys were made. They were all made. Elon got made. Donald got made. He didn't have to buy into a job. They were all given jobs. They were all given money. Their whole lives were made for them. They didn't have to work up from nothing. That's the difference. That's what you don't get. So they get to take everything away from us and treat us like we're their personal servants. Yeah, I'm not up for that kind of crap. I didn't sign up for anything like that. That's what I was talking about when you need to pay attention when people say they want to keep you in heel and control you. And control every aspect of your life that you will let them control. And this is why people like the 2x2 church get away with this crap. Because of the cover-ups. Because of these criminals that cover up for each other because they commit crimes together. So what are we supposed to do? Go act a whole bunch of insurrectionists? You know, they're saying, oh, you can't even send Donald to prison for anything he does. Okay, so what? You just gonna let him walk all over us and do their worst and we got to deal with it, right? You're going to let Fox News push the narrative that we need military on our own soil against our own citizens because of the border crisis that doesn't exist. That apparently all of a sudden stopped when he did his trade war thing. So why you guys are still trying to rationalize this after you already had your little trade war standoffs, posturing like a bully, talking crap to them about tariffs? Remember all that? And then you said, oh, I fixed it because she says it's not going to happen anymore because they fixed the tariffs. So why are you still pushing the narrative that you need military on American soil to handle something that isn't happening? It's like Iraq all over again. Oh, that makes me so mad. And if you think I'm going to sit there and tolerate that crap, you're full of it. Oh, I'm not even going to try to start yelling right now. Oh, yeah, because I'm just a girl and I'm not that scary, huh? Yeah, that's the problem. Nobody's scared of me. You're scared of drones, though, right? You're scared of a bunch of drones flying around. You don't even know what's going on. It's none of your business, but you're afraid of that, right? While you're even paying attention. Because half the time, nobody even pays attention. So frustrating. So, I'm definitely not going back to work. I gotta find a different job. I've already decided this. So y'all can fix it yourselves because I'm not fixing anything. I'm done. I'm ready to retire. I want to move. I need a new career. You know, everybody else wants to uproot my life and they want to tell me what to do while they're robbing me blind. And I'm just not up for it. I'm really not. You can let them run all over you. I'm not going to let them run all over me. So that's on you. I don't have to stick around for it. I'm going to say fight for my country. Who are you going to fight? The military? Because Pete's going to be running the military and he wants to tell you what to do and he's going to make sure that he does whatever he wants to do. Because he doesn't have to answer to anybody but Donald. See my point? Exactly. So if you think I'm going to work with any of these people or answer to any of these people, want anything to do with any of these people, you're ridiculous and I'm out. That's what I said in 2017. I'm out. I'm not doing this crap. I'm not. No way in hell. I don't care how bad it gets. I don't care. I'm not doing this crap. You can call me when the party's over. Goodbye.